Yep.
Welcome to the show. Roll out the red carpet.
Let's get this puppy started. Hello, hail, and well met, and welcome to the Dragon Breath Twitch stream. My name is Evan O'Hara, one of your co-hosts, and I am joined, as always, by my good co-host, Christian Sanford. Christian,
Hey there, how you doing? Pleasure to be on here. Yeah.
We are also joined by good friends Sam and Kaylee here to help us through this fun session that we have planned. Do you guys want to say hello?
Hello.
Howdy.
Cool, the mics work. Fantastic.
Isn't that great?
They haven't cut our mics yet, Kaylee.
Yeah.
Perfect.
We reserve the right to. No. Today we will be jumping into a stream based around mounted combat and other kind of mounted adventure sort of ideas that personally I've done very little in the past with anything mounted. In fact, I think last time on the episode I had mentioned that I had never done it before, which in retrospect was a lie. I did once have our buddy Reed decided to jump while jousting on Pegasi about 80 feet in the air to jump from one to the other. Kind of a thing.
That went well.
Yeah, it was great. It was not where I planned the adventure to go, so now I would love to look into a little bit of how mounted combat works, all that kind of stuff, so that next time I play with mounted combat, I'll know what I'm doing. So we can get started here. I did want to, though, before we really dig into to the adventure itself, is go over, just so you guys know how mounted combat works as opposed to regular rules, what you can and can't do, so on and so forth. Once we get through my sort of intro, you guys will pretty much be on horseback, which is great and dandy. But when you are doing this, so right now I actually have pulled up on my screen the mounted combat rules. So while essentially what this boils down to is when you are on a mount, the mount's initiative order, so where it goes in the chain of command in the order of everybody, it will match your initiative count, which means not only do you guys have like the same number, but you are taking your turns simultaneously. So on that turn, essentially it will be doing its movement for you, whatever steed that you have, whatever its speed is, it will be able to move that speed, as well as it will be able to take one of three actions, which is the dash, disengage, and dodge. So your mount, essentially, as long as you are in control of it, you can't have it attack or anything, but you can have it book it, you can have it try to evade things, or you can have it try to escape, more or less. There is an option that if you would like to, you can let the mount do what it wants, in which it might attack if you have a well-trained horse, or if you can convince your horse to do something. But at that point, it is working on its own vocation, so it will be in my hands again at that point.
Why do I get the sense you're going to have my horse like crap itself and run? Then I'm kind of worried.
maybe your horse, maybe the enemy's steeds will be doing something interesting. Who knows? But let's dig into this. I'm going to start some music here. I'm going to turn that down a little bit. Why does it keep on fighting me here? There we go. All right. So let's dig into what we got going here. Oh, is the music stopping for you guys?
Yes. No touchy.
Okay. Come on. Wonderful. Okay. All right, in the city of Mosswall, a crisis has begun to break out. The city, once a fine and pleasant place to reside and trade, has become the focus of a great invasion of the North folk. These northerners, barbaric villagers as they are, pose a real threat to the small community and no doubt to the kingdom, given enough time. The horde has been slowly approaching and occupying the surrounding area, only prodding and poking at the community until this point. You awaken from your slumber in the dead of the night to hear emergency bells ringing and the common folk outside screaming. Fire shines in from your chamber windows as terrified screams of villagers ring in your ears. Quickly, rousing yourself from sleep, you find yourself outside in the chaos of the streets, landing in the square of the southern gate of the city. You all come in to see each other, facing one another. If you guys would like to, please introduce your characters, who they are. At this point, for the sake of streamlining, we will assume you guys know each other and are good friends who have horses and or other mounts.
Hi there. My name's Remnar. You're gonna see me come out probably in my long johns, eh? So did I have time to put armor
Yeah,
on,
you've had enough
or-
time to like get up. You realize this is an emergency. You have donned your armor.
I do have I'm wearing chainmail with sort of a large coat underneath it, simple sort of trousers and boots covered in mud, never been cleaned, caked on there real good. I'm just sort of a classic feller. He's got a big old handlebar across his mustache, right across his upper lip, and it's, big, hard. It covers his whole mouth. You can't actually see his mouth open when he's talking to you. He stands in sort of a wide stance, and he is probably one of the least interesting people you've ever talked to.
The least interesting, huh?
He has a charisma of 6.
Oh no!
So he's like the direct opposition of the most interesting man in the world from Disakis.
Yeah, like he's called Remnard the feller because you're that feller who pulled so and so out of the well. Oh, you're that feller who killed the manticore, aren't you? And I just kind of said, "Yep."
Hey, if I
Yeah.
okay, because it
The
starts.
volume doesn't
It starts
affect-
very loud. Okay, cool.
Yeah. So yeah, Kaylee as well. If you need to adjust volume, you can do that within that tab. Volume is independent, but where we start and stop is
Only thing
yeah.
allowed to touch.
Yeah, I realized that after we started, but I didn't want to cut Evan off into his
After we
very
started,
nice
after we started
prose.
the no touchy. That was a
Yeah,
good.
I was like,
prose
we'll
there.
just sit in loud music while he says his pretty words.
It was definitely epic. I was just like, oh man, I'm listening real hard to details here.
But yeah, and Remnar also has an enormous lance.
What race is Remnar? Have you said?
Remnar is a human. He's a human man.
You
brown
went with
hair.
The most brown hair, the most unremarkable man.
Yeah, well,
Wow.
because I needed a feat.
I see.
Uh-huh.
All right. Anybody else care to introduce themselves?
I suppose I could. My name's Bilgan there. Bald, like in real life. Dwarven fella with a long, luscious white, braided at the ends beard and a little bit of hint of glowing blue in me eyes. Wearing a nice bit of furs over some robes with a bit of armor too. Dwarves can't be too far away from their arms and their armor there. You gotta protect yourselves. No weaponry. Got a staff on me back, but it looks more like a walking stick than like it's meant for fighting. So it clearly doesn't get much use in the fighting department. Not sure, frankly, what else you want to know about me.
That's perfect. I'm glad that we chose the exact same voice.
We went with the. While you were talking, I was thinking, do I want to bail out on the voice or do I want to keep going with it?
No, there's subtle differences. There is. And
I let there's subtle.
Haley, what do we see amidst the chaos of the town as you step out?
Yeah, so here comes Verna. She is she's a halfling barbarian. She doesn't come outside a lot. Frankly, she's kind of pissed that she had to leave her home in the first place. She's looking like a mess. She's shabby. She's grouchy. She's old. She's like 60 in her 60s.
I'm just about middle-aged for a halfling.
Is that old for a halfling?
It's about middle-aged, I think, right?
Yeah, I think actually technically in the books, Frodo is like 58 when he leaves the Shire.
Yeah.
Fun fact.
They live to be like 150-ish.
I think so.
Yeah. Party assembled. Oh, it seems there's something going on over there. Should we go check it out? I'll go be that fella. Go.
Actually, you are interrupted as this goes frantically. A figure runs at you from the northern street. He's dressed in fine clothes. The man seems to be of some kind of local noble status. He says, "You, noble riders, please!" Disheveled and spitting from his mustached face. You must ride south to the King's Legion outpost. We simply cannot hold against these barbarians for long. A day's journey to the south. We must rally reinforcements, otherwise we will surely... And his plea is quickly cut short as an arrow set of flames strikes him in the back. He falls to the ground with a fatal thud as the fire begins to consume him. To your right, luckily you have landed by these stables with your noble steeds, primed and groomed and ready for the arduous journey ahead of you. So normally we just have you guys introduce your characters, but because we are doing a big fun horsey episode, or mounted episode, I would love for you guys to describe what exactly are you riding? What do they look like? Is it a horse? Is it something else? What you riding there?
I, of course, be riding my stout mule horse, Aphiliastocles.
Aphiliastocles, great.
This is my horse. Pretty mangy. It's like missing an ear. Also caked in mud. This is Mud, my horse.
The entire ear is gone, not just like a hug, just like one ear.
Horse's name is Mud.
Yeah.
Incredible.
All right, and then Kaylee, what is your
Verna.
mount?
What's Verna riding?
Yes, Verna.
Verna is riding a Mastiff. He's he's just kind of goofy.
Is he fluffy, short hair? Yeah.
He's fluffy, slobbery. He's kind of a mess, just like Verna.
I regret my choice now.
They're a very good team.
Horse. Mastiff is wonderful.
Well, you do need to be small. That is actually another one of the mounted combat rules, is that whatever you're mount in, it does need to be at least, I believe, one size larger. So as a halfling, as a small creature, your options are much more abundant. In theory, actually, Jeremy Crawford had mentioned that if you really wanted to, if the DM allows it, your friend can be your mount. And that's true.
Yeah, there's the whole centaur thing, right?
Oh god, yeah, right. The absolute cluster that is that. All right. So yes, getting to the stables, you guys have no trouble getting on, and the horses, acknowledging the severity of your journey, spring forward when mounted, kicking open the stable doors and speeding towards the southern gate. As you whiz through the buildings, through the streets, flaming arrows shoot by your head and screams fill the air. The gate guard manages to open up the gate for you before a flaming projectile hits him square in the chest as he falls from the city walls.
I was just going to ask if I could make a perception check to see if I could tell where these arrows are coming from.
Word, absolutely. Go ahead and make our first check here.
Hey, mama. I got keen eyes, eh? Look at them.
Absolutely.
Carrots and shit.
So, as that happens, you notice that they are coming from possibly even further north than the north wall, as if they were being launched aerially into the city.
Are these arrows? Or are they like ballista, like bolts?
It looks like it's just like almost as if a huge mass of archers were holding back and shooting them into the city. Yes, there is a volley. Yes, a good.
Then I'll calmly trot forward.
Calmly trot forward. All right. Are you? So you're heading out of the gate?
Oh yeah.
All right.
Heading towards it. Gotta go see what's going on.
Oh, you want to head towards the north gate?
Well, I thought. So wait, I assume
we're heading south to get
yes, he wants
reinforcements.
Yes, yeah, that is to the south. They are coming from the north. Is where the arrows are coming from. All right, so I'm actually going to move you guys from the map you are in to a different one. Whoa, scene change.
Whoa.
All right. Let me pull up my thing here. All right, yes. As you whiz through, yes. Where was I? On my Google Doc. Square in the chest, he falls from the city walls. Still, you manage to escape from the boundaries of the city, and the sounds of the panic and havoc are slowly disappearing in the night behind you. Still, as the sounds of pillaging become quiet, other sounds fill your ear. Other screams are replaced by the sounds of what at first sound like hooves behind you, galloping and trotting. But as you look over your shoulder, you see three figures on the backs of massive wolves. The northern folk riding them are large, brutish, and hulking muscle figures hulking with muscles and fierce, violent eyes, are decorated in bodies clad with scrapwork leather armor, their blonde, dirty hair flowing in the air as they ride their steeds. So I'm going to reveal those guys to you. There is one over to your left coming in. One. Oh no, I have to move some trees here. Alright, get you. Fun fact for anybody who's watching me struggle right now, it is sometimes a pain and a half when you have a lot of things on the same layer.
You can group them.
You know, I do that sometimes, but then usually they become...
Grouping makes them more unwieldy sometimes.
Yeah, Christian, I think we had an issue with that, with trying to group.
Okay, I'll tell you what happened there was one of our players and myself were trying to move it at the same time.
Well, I don't know, man. That happened to me with just this. So yes, if everybody here could roll initiative. Again, you won't need to roll initiative for your horse due to the fact that it is just going to match your initiative order. So simply roll it for yourself, and then we can get started.
Kaylee, I never changed your initiative. I'm sorry.
Oh my
That's the one I
goodness.
missed. What's your dexterity modifier?
Let me take a look.
So when you on your abilities and attributes, what does it say your dex is? The number next to
14.
dex. 14. So your initiative is 12.
12. Awesome. Christian, was that yours right above?
7, yeah.
7, and then 15 for Belgian.
Mm-hmm.
All right. 15 and 7. All right. We're going to slash roll 3d20 for theirs. I'm just going to let you guys see what they roll. All right. 15. All righty then. Just writing down these guys right now. 2 and 13 and Kaylee. Christian. And then 6 there. All right. So first, sort of dodging through these light trees to your left or the right. The one on the left is going to start to come in a little bit closer here. Now, we are going to, with the way that the mounted combat, at least in this specific scenario, is going, we won't be necessarily moving up or down this road right now, but rather will be representing the road left to right and their position relative to you.
So we're all running in parallel with
everybody
each
is
other. Cool.
still in motion during this fight, kind of moving forward. You guys
Love
can
that.
alter that if you'd like to. You know, you can go off to the left if you really want to, like, turn around. We can try to make that work, you know? This is your adventure, so we're good to do that. But yes, so this fella right here is going to start making his way a little bit closer to the road as he is moving. And he pulls out a longbow and reaches there back and aims the arrow first, going around trying to decide on a target before seeing Remnar and loosing an arrow towards him. All right, so that is slash.
Remnar, come and bring it.
Is he unremarkable that he misses? Is that a mechanic?
Oh, like you can't even focus on him because
Like, oh man, it's so boring. I don't understand.
Coming in, does a 22 hit, Christian? I'm gonna assume it does.
No.
No,
Yeah,
doesn't
yeah,
hit.
It does hit.
All right. All right. The arrow looses from the bow, hitting you square in the shoulder, dealing you 9 damage.
Whatever. I'm bothered.
After this, though, the dwarven wizard Belgan is up next. Again, you can see that there are 3 of them, at least at the moment, and I can highlight them real quick. Right here, here, and here. And while they are on the side of the road, they do seem to be keeping up with you guys in terms of the chase.
Gotcha. So, do I have to give my horse a specific like command sequence, or if it just wants to continue running, is that acceptable?
Okay, so you have, I would say this, that like you guys will stay sort of level with these people, assuming that you are using that movement to like move forward. If you want to try to gain some distance on them, you can by using the dash action or having your horse use the dash action.
Yeah, so it would be using my horse's action to dash, and then I would still have my own action economy.
Yes,
separate.
absolutely. Okay. Yeah, you don't need to. The horse is under your control, but it has its own turn.
Awesome.
Yep.
Sounds good. Okay, the first thing I'm definitely going to do is cast Mage Armor on myself. Oh, sorry, I'm going to be casting Mage Armor on myself. I can't believe that fell away so quickly. Cast a Mage Armor on myself to get myself the AC of 13 plus my Dex mod, which is significantly better than a clothy 10 is. So, doing that first.
So you have a 13?
I do now, yes.
Okay,
no, it's 13 plus 1 for 14.
Okay, so between your strength modifier and your dexterity modifier, you're not like a... Bailgun doesn't seem like a person of the body, necessarily.
Not strength or dex-wise. I have a significant amount of hit points.
There you go.
Constitution, the years of drinking finally paying off.
Awesome.
So that's my action. With my bonus action, I would just kind of like to ask the group, all right, lads, are we running or are we fighting here? And then I'll end my turn with that.
All right. As this goes on, that one had moved first. So this guy over here is kind of moving forward a little bit. You can tell that the wolf is really starting to book it as it gets... can you guys see that one right there?
Yeah.
To your left? Okay, good. Awesome. So yes, it is starting to book at the wolf. You can see just the slobber coming out of its mouth as it's growling and looking at y'all. But this one actually is going to try to get in closer. And is starting to ride parallel against Verna. He pulls out this nasty-looking curved sword as he raises it above his head and then swipes at you as you are both on horseback. Let's see if he hits. Verna, what is your AC?
It is 14.
14. All right. In fact, actually, really quick, can I get everyone's AC and passive perception while I remember this?
Kaylee, what's your wisdom score?
My AC is 14 with the Mage Armor. Passive perception is 11.
Wisdom is 12.
Your wisdom is 12, so your passive perception is 11. Mm-hmm. And my armor class is 16, and my passive perception is 13.
Because I'm not a very perceptive group.
Wait, hold on. I am proficient in perception, so that's a 16.
16, there you go. Okay, you've got a pair of eyes on you. But yes, so Verna manages to, I think, using the height difference to her advantage, you manage to sort of duck underneath as this sword swings above your head, missing you entirely. It is actually up to you at this point.
Okay. Verna's going to rage.
Yes.
Hell yeah. All right, that is a bonus action, if I'm not mistaken. Yes. All right. So yeah. What does rage look like? Anything in particular from you? Is it just very small and very angry, or is it?
So she actually takes the form of the beast, and whenever she rages, she gets a scary little tail. It's
Oh, it's awesome. Yeah.
Not cute. Scary. Definitely not cute.
It's terrifying.
Monster.
Deals 1d12 piercing damage on a hit.
Ooh.
Has the reach property.
Ooh. Wait, is that what feature is this exactly?
This is the Bestial Barbarian. It's an unearthed arcana.
Ooh, I have not seen this one. I'm going to have to take a gander at
It's
this.
super cool.
Awesome. Cool.
You can look at her character sheet.
That's true. We can do that. And for
You are the
everyone at home, we will do that.
So, Kaylee, you have an action still. Do you want to try and make an attack or something else in mind?
Can she use her tail to like whip at the fox?
You at 5th level get 2 attacks, so you could attack twice at that hound.
Yeah, let's do it.
Yes. All right, so make some attack rolls for me as you whip your tail towards this. Are you aiming towards the rider, or are you aiming towards the mount?
Towards the mount.
All right, go for it.
And this is the melee attack?
Yes.
Cool.
Nice.
Yes, the first one is going to hit. I don't know what the damage is. You say it was a D12?
She's got the damage.
Okay.
I wrote the damage out for her, so.
Word. So if you want to roll the damage die, so that is hit the AC. You make contact with the beast riding parallel to you, and it lets out a yelp as you do your damage.
Should I roll that one again, or is there a difference?
I think there's a.
So it should say damage roll, and it should say tail. I mean, I can't look at her character sheet, but I'm pretty sure I
okay.
put something in there.
Let's see. Melee attack. Is that correct? +7? No, that is okay. That's an attack roll damage.
Or melee damage.
Here we go. No, you want to. Actually, it's the one right below that. That is the melee
Oh,
damage.
No, she's rolling a D12, my dude. Or what?
If
Can you
it's a
fix it?
tail
Oh,
attack.
cool.
There we go.
Yeah.
Awesome. Yes. So you come in and whip across this large, monstrous wolf as it rips down the side. This tail. Did you say this is like a little devil tail? Is it like a possum tail? What are we looking at?
If I could explain, I think it's more like a dinosaur tail or like a lizard tail with spines.
Hell yeah!
Yeah.
I love Stegosaurus. Let's go. Yes, so this spiny tail sort of whips around and then just slashes down the side of this large wolf as it lets out a loud "oh!" as you get there, but it then looks back and begins to snarl at your face as it's keeping up with your speed. You do, I believe, have a second attack that you can make, so make another attack roll if you would like to.
Okay.
Yes, that is going to hit as well, I believe. Let me make sure I'm looking at the right stuff. Yes, it does. All right, so you have hit this thing again for the same amount of damage, just doing a crisscross against its side, dealing it in the total 22 damage. The wolf looks like it's definitely starting to. The first one looked like it hurt, but the second one, you can tell it's not quite limping, but you can tell that it's sort of starting to compensate some of its stride due to the amount of damage that it has taken. Does not look particularly great. So did you want to do anything? So that was your action and your bonus action. You do have the ability to let your horse either dash, which will allow it to double its speed. You can disengage, which means you could actually move away from it if you wanted to without invoking it, without the rider being able to attack. Or dodge, which is any attack that happens to you before your next turn means it'll be at disadvantage, which means people roll 2 die and take the lower of the 2 to hit you. You can do any one of those.
I think I'll stay where I am.
Okay, sounds good. All right, Christian, or rather Renmar, you are up.
There's I think I'm gonna save my strength. We're just running here. There's no trouble yet. So I'm gonna. Can I could I drop down and speed up to end up over here?
Yes, yeah. I think with that speed, almost. I think the way that I would do it to sort of do that sort of handling, you would sort of move this way and then down, which is totally within the capabilities.
Cool. So then I would like to get up close, and I'm going to make an attack with my lance, I think.
All right. Are you also aiming for the mount itself?
I am. Yeah, I'm also aiming for the mount.
Okay. Word. Make that attack roll then.
Okay.
All right. Yes. Yeah. Properly using the draft, you kind of whip back and pull out. Now, Christian, I do have one point of order. Is you are using a lance, correct?
Yeah.
Lance 5E.
It's one-handed while I'm mounted.
But I do believe
It's a reach weapon.
And if you are and this is different than most lance check. Why did it autocorrect?
So that's why I was hoping to come up from behind so that I could have the lance.
You
Oh
can,
man, I've made a build mistake with this, but that's fine.
Yep, you have disadvantage when you use the lance to attack a target within 5 feet of you.
Okay, so could I just?
Yep, you can move there. I was just gonna say
Okay.
that is a totally doable
Cool.
thing, and because I'm gonna say because you are in the attack, it is still within your attack range. I will still count this as flanking.
Cool.
Yes.
Oh, so do I have advantage?
You
then?
will have advantage on this attack roll.
Let me. Okay. Yeah. All right. I'll just do the attack roll again. All right. So, still hits though. Just roll for damage.
Yes.
12 points of damage.
Oof.
A stern hit.
Yeah. Let me look at, and then I would like to mark him. So this is my unwavering mark ability, which is why I've realized I've made a fatal mistake. So it's kind of useless. Never mind. Now that I'm reading it, I'll just pretend I don't have it. All right.
All right. Do you want to do anything else with your turn?
I think I'll hold for now.
All right. And then the final rider is going to come in from the... No, you stop that. All right, coming in over here and is going to come up to the side of our dwarven wizard. Again, holding, this time 2 scimitars this one has, as he comes in and makes an attack first against you. Let me see there. All right.
12. Oh.
Yep.
Oh, 7. Even better. Does not hit.
So that one manages to, you manage to, again, as it comes in, it sort of dinks off of this invisible armor that is on. Is your like mage armor like an invisible force field,
It's,
or like
it's
you see
just
it?
completely nondescript. You don't see it at all. I look like my normal cloth self.
Right? Yeah. So he comes in, maybe a little bit too gung ho, thinking he has an easy target, but the scimitar seems to bash off of that. But then he brings in his other sword and comes in for a second attack.
Oh.
Also, though, missing. He doesn't look very smart. He looks like he was like, man, it
Very
didn't hurt the
confused.
first
Oh.
time. Maybe if I do the same thing. And he swings back and hits you like in the exact same spot and just looks frustrated. But he is keeping up next to you on your side. All right, up next is we're to the back of the top of the order. This one actually, though, is going to drop its speed as well and is going to come to your other side, Christian, or rather Remnar. So he is going to make 2 attack roll, or an advantage attack roll. Let's see what it gets on this one. Oh man, though, your well-armored self and the poor swings of this man just it just comes in, and you manage to swiftly move your body out of the way. Up next is Balgan. You are back up, my man.
With a sly smile across me face, and suddenly a bright orange glow emanating out of me hands, I say, "You dinna who you're messing with, lads." And I'm going to launch a fireball directly at the ground under us, and use my sculpt spells to exclude
Nice.
all 3 of us from the effects of the fireball, but affect all the wolves and all the riders.
Oh no!
Amazing.
Yep. So let me. Everyone, all of them need to make a dexterity saving throw, please.
Oh, beans. All right.
Yeah, beans.
All right.
Evocation wizard.
Roll. Let's see. I'm going to just add these afterwards. 60, 20. All right. So the first 3 are 1, 2. I'm going to go 3 bandits, 3 wolves is how these, the order of these will come in. Oh, I need to. Oh.
They're not very dexterous so far.
Okay, there we go. This is better. All right. So, what is your DC that I have to hit?
Save is 14.
14. So that is 14. All right. So one of the bandits manages to make it. Bandit number 1. But other than that, the other 2 bandits are very much engulfed in the flames. The wolves manage to sort of, duck down or get underneath. 2 of them will make it, but one of them will take the full damage. So roll your full damage for me, and I will slice that in half for who gets that.
32 points of fire damage.
Beans. All right. Yeah. So let's see. What's the health on the bandit? Oh no. Yeah. So each one of the individual men on the back of these wolves is just not there when this flame clears. Each one of them absolutely just incinerated off the back. You see a few sort of flaming masses behind you as this happens. Let's see. The wolf that was in between Verna and Remnar also falls to this fireball. However, the other two, untouched as they were, are going to still be up, though they look pretty badly singed at this point.
Oh yeah, you didn't hear messing with lads.
Apparently not. Okay. So, and then your total was 32, so divided by 2, that is 16, if I'm not mistaken, because my math is bad. 16. All right. As this happens, so here's actually a fun little tidbit about how this happens. If you die or anything like this, is actually something I watched on Jeremy Crawford with Talk with Jeremy Crawford, one of the rule writers from D&D. If you die, the creature will still retain that still initiative in the order that it had when it matched you. Most times, rule of thumb, you're never going to change initiative order in the middle of a fight, rather. So there's that. The second one, though, is dead. So we are going to move that out and move the person off that one.
So it's the two wolves left on those sides.
Yes, right? the two flanking wolves currently are there on either side. It is up to Verna, as the wolf that would have gone next has now perished.
Okay. Am I able to dash forward and to either side to kind of try to swipe one of them with my tail again?
Yes. So again, using your horse's action as a dash, I'm going to say that you have more than enough, or rather your mastiffs, 80 feet of movement. You'll be able to sort of move yourself. So you should have control over your character, which is that barbarian in the middle. Can you try moving that for me?
Let's see.
I think I should have given it to you. Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
So move it to where you want it to go.
Okay.
I'm just gonna track it to make sure it's a reasonable amount of.
So I'm thinking here.
All right, word. So do you have reach on the tail?
Let's see.
Yes.
Yes.
I believe so.
Let me take a look. Again, this is it's kind of fun in a way to have something that I know absolutely nothing about.
Reach property.
All right,
Nice.
So that means you can make that 10-foot gap, or rather the 5-foot gap in between. So yeah, make your attack roll with that.
Okay.
So that with a 11 is not going to hit the wolf. It manages to quickly sidestep to the left as you sees it kind of come down in front. But again, I believe you have 2 attack rolls, so if you want to, you can make a second.
Yeah, let's do that.
Yep, unfortunately, it ain't gonna cut it, as you sort of hit with the same amount of vigor as it steps to the other side this time, sort of weaving in between your flailing tail. Christian, it is your turn.
If I cast Speak with Animals, could I be able to say something in that same casting of that spell?
Yes? Let me look at something really quick.
Or let me get a clarification on a spell.
I am looking up just 2 things really quick. Is that what I think it is? All right. Yes, because because I think technically in the rules, I don't think speaking actually has any action economy.
Okay.
So I would allow you to do.
Instead, hold on.
Okay.
Does it? Oh, I choose a beast. Okay. Then Yeah, I'll try talking to both of them. So I'll try speak with animals, and I'll say, your riders are gone. Head back to the woods, eh?
Word. All right. I would like you to make a. I'm gonna give you animal handling check.
Nice. Thank you.
I believe in you.
Bless.
All right, and do it one for each because you are affecting two different.
What is that? 24 for the animal? Oh
Jesus! God.
The Wolf Whisperer.
Damn.
Remnar doesn't want no trouble. Just get back
Just
to your
passing
homes.
through there, lad.
Oh yeah.
All right, yeah. These wolves, I think, sort of shaken up by the amount of fire that they just went through. Much of their fur is sort of singed off, and they're starting to look a little bit mangy. And then they just look up and see your kind face and be like, "Just turn around, just go home." And you know what? Not how I expected this part of the encounter to end, but they start moving away. Also, this is what I'm talking about. Do you see that the rider is down there in the right corner?
Oh yeah, that's why I don't really
have them grouped.
Yeah, but they shouldn't have been able to be ungrouped. I didn't ungroup them. It's wild. So this is one of those possible shortcomings of Roll20 is that every now and then
it is possible that we do not know how to use it properly.
This is also true.
If you know something about group, token grouping, please, let us know.
I'll normally just put one to do move to front or move to top or something, and then just drag and select them like you're playing an RTS game. And then you can drag and select those two because they'll always be on top of each other, and then move that unit as one.
That's true.
It gets kind of a pain, but you could always do that, yeah.
All right.
Or just play more Dota. I don't know.
Yeah.
All right. So yes, as this sort of concludes, all right. So as the last of the three Northerners fall from their wolves, as this happens, you notice that the plains around you are beginning to gain more trees and shrubbery. The scenery shifting into a forest, becoming denser and denser. Give me just a second. I'm going to go to the GM side and do this and bring that to the map layer. All right, nope, not that. And some more trees here for some scenery, really get us all immersed in what we're doing here. All right. And map layer. All right. Rustles and sounds emanate from the shrubbery and the foliage around you. Your speed persists, but the tension rises in the air around you. Soon, as you are further into the forest, you hear the not-so-distant sound of the howling wolves as they echo through the woods behind you. So you're starting to rip through these woods right now. You've spent a little bit of time on the road, and you're getting further and further. However, the light is becoming less and less as you get further and further into these woods. And then I am going to make a little check. Oh, not a check. Just a little. Let's figure out what happens next.
Check on a check.
A 3. All right. Yes, you guys are starting to hear these sort of wolves behind you and from the left and to the right. You can't see them yet, and they sound perhaps a little bit distant off, but they seem to be getting closer and closing in on your position. But as you speed through the trees, the horse's hooves are crushing through the path and step on a particularly large stick, creating a loud crunch. Then, in reaction to this deafening sound, a swarm of bats flies out from the tree line and begins to surround you guys as they see you as the threat. The mounts, caught off guard, rear back in fear, and I need you all to make animal handling checks as your horses and mastiff begin to sort of buck and what have you. All right. Let's see. So definitely, Remnar and Baelgan, you guys managed to kind of pull back on the reins and sort of assert yourself over the horse. However, Verna, your dog is not handling this particularly well, and I'm actually going to.
Wow, even with a 19.
With a 19. Oh wait, with a 19. Wait, where's the 9 Bale?
You're thinking me that messed it up.
Oh yes, I am so sorry. Your dog.
Affiliastically.
Like, wow, you're really picking on her. Get it?
No, yeah. This is your first time playing. No.
Bullied. You're being bullied.
Yeah.
Oh my god, it's happening.
Not again.
No. So actually, yeah, Balegan, you are the odd one out here. Verna, your dog's seen 100 bats. It doesn't give a shit about bats. It loves the bats. It's
He's
great.
a good boy.
It's having fun. He's kind of like, I think a bat. You know, like that. You ever seen that video where like the butterfly lands on the dog's nose and it just sort of does that? It's that, but it's a bat, and your dog's pretty down with it.
Yeah.
Balegan, though, with a 12, yes, your mule, as you said it was, seems to be kind of bucking and kicking back, and you are actually going to lose a little bit of distance here. I am on the wrong. There we go. Remember, everybody, when you're a DM, be conscious of which layer you are on, because sometimes you'll think you're on one, but you're on another. I'm going to move these over to the side. All right, yes, you seem to have lost a little bit of distance as the other two seem to be kind of crawling forward in the journey through the woods. You, having lost some of your speed and some of your distance, you are starting to hear some of these wolf sounds again, sort of get even closer than some of the others. All right, I'm gonna roll another d4 and see what happens next. All right.
Do I have time to take an action while this sort of thing is happening?
Yes, absolutely. If anybody wants to take like a turn here, that's fine. We're sort of like a in combat, out of combat sort of.
I'll see a struggle. Or Sam had an action first. I don't want to.
Yeah. So I don't know if this is going to be all that helpful, and I think it's only going to affect me, but I'd like to cast invisibility on myself.
All right. Now the question is here. I want to look at. None of you have the mounted combat feat, do you?
I am a Kev. I am proficient. I got it somewhere. Hold on.
Ooh.
So.
Or maybe it's fine.
I have an ability called Born to Saddle. So you have advantage on saving throws made to avoid falling off your mount.
Okay. I think what I'm trying to look for is actually under the Fine Steed. That was a mistake on mine.
You're talking about spells that would affect you affecting your mount?
If I'm not mistaken, through Fine Steed, there's a specific ability that says if you cast something on you may extend that benefit to your mount.
That's why Sorcerer Paladins are insane, because of haste. Yeah.
And we'll talk about it next Saturday. We can get into it. We can figure it out.
We will. But okay, so yes, if you want to cast invisibility on yourself, you are more than welcome to. But the mule will still be visible.
Yeah, I'm getting the sense in my brain that maybe they're looking for me and not just some random mule in the forest. So we're hoping they're gonna ignore this since I'm falling behind. I'm invisible.
Okay, that sounds good. If you want to, that's fine. That sounds great. Are you?
Yeah,
are you sticking to the middle of the road?
In the middle of the road, letting the horse run or the mule run, and I'm invisible.
Okay, word. All right. Up next, I have a few little things up here. So this is interesting because you've been separated. So I'm going to actually only have this affect the other two. Let me make a quick roll here. 20 plus 3 sounds good. All right, Verna and Remnar, you guys are going ahead. You've kind of begun to lose sight of your companion behind you as he's getting a little bit further, and you look back and you swear you can only see his steed. You wonder what horrible tragedy has befallen Balegan, and it's like, oh my god, we looked away for a second. But as you sort of turn your sight back forward, up in the tree line, oh man, I just learned the word. And the sort of, I forget it though.
Crotch.
No, it's an Almeida, I think. It's when that might be wrong, but it's when the, when you have like trees sort of coming together and creating that sort of tunnel shape. Up there, you do see a single bandit up there, axe in hand, seemingly ready to jump down on you. And as you speed, you see him, so he is not going to get any kind of sneak advantage on you. But Verna, he is running toward. He is attacking you currently, with. Oh man, and he hits the ground really hard. So yeah, this like big muscly like cool looking dude like hiding up in the trees comes down and lets loose this war cry, actually like blowing into a war horn, but just tried to do too many things at once, and you just hear this like onto the ground right next to you. However, in this, you did manage to, you did miss the other one that is coming towards you, Remnar. The sort of show and spectacle, the first one seemed to distract from the more adequately prepared individual who is coming down and trying to attack you from the tree line. 18 will hit, correct?
Yeah.
Okay. So as this guy comes down, lands, comes in and hits you, first of all, with a axe attack, dealing you but 3 damage. However, he manages to land on the back of your horse and is currently holding onto your shoulder on your mount currently.
How romantic.
Yep, so I'm going to keep the same initiative order that we had before, and I'm just going to roll for him really quick. Plus 2. Alright, we will say, so that was his surprise round on you. The other guy is face down. You don't know if he died, but he certainly is not getting back up from that. But yes, so he is on the horse with you, and Christian, he is going to actually try to grapple you right now.
Okay.
So if you can make a contested athletics check with me right now. Man, these guys are not rolling great.
So the 10 works?
Yes, the 10 works because he rolled a natural 1. Yeah, you managed to like...
Oh, that feels nice. I got a knot in my the middle of my back you could get out.
All right, so yeah, you guys are going through... Baelgin, as this is happening, you notice that there are 2 more of the riders coming up behind you, and I'm going to roll their initiative here real quick. All right, 13, 14. That is going to go. It's there.
Do they look like they noticed me, or are they just kind of, hauling ass?
They are hauling ass. However, I'm going to have a little checkmate here because... All right, that is perception plus 3. All right.
I got a plan either way. I just want to know.
Yes. Well, we will find out here. If you want to make like a stealth check really quick,
Sure.
I don't know if you just saw those rolls, but it's not going to have to be particularly high.
Arg! 6!
All right, so
My own great roll.
Let's see, is that plus 3? Okay, wait, hold up. I only rolled 1. My bad. Oof. Okay, yes. So, as this happens, what is that highlighting? Oh, it's whatever. Yes, the riders are kind of go up, and they at first whiz by you, not seeing any person on the mount that has been left in the middle of the road. And one of them actually is just going to keep on trucking it. However, one of them starts to slowly turn around as the dire wolf that they are riding begins to sniff into the air, sort of going back and beginning to growl at your direction. But it is your turn right now.
All right. So they've clearly spotted me.
I will say there's like a growl, but there's not like, it's definitely not making eye contact with you or anything like that.
Nope, not gonna risk it. Too risky. Does the current game map reflect actual distances between me and things?
I am going to say yes, because you were put back 1 round of movement, so 40 to 60 feet sounds about right. That's going to be accurate.
So what I'm... Oh, go ahead. Finish your...
I'm just saying that in this encounter, like, I'm definitely okay with a little bit more wiggle room, because it is kind of like a non-traditional use of a map. Like, we are moving, and the way to calculate actual movement would like require trigonometry, which I'm not gonna do at all, like not even a little bit. So don't, like, again, feel free to ask me anything like that, because I'm very willing to like sort of be like, you know, I can logic over the rules if
Sounds good. So what I'm gonna try to do is a really fancy clothesline for the other riders, but not for me friends. So I'm gonna break concentration on invisibility, because this next one's concentration too, and I'm gonna gust of wind in a line from myself, like. It is a line. Let me see what 60 feet.
Yeah, if you want to, can you read that spell to me real quick?
Yeah, sure. So, gust of wind. A line of strong wind 60 feet long and 10 feet wide blasts from you in a direction of you choose for the spell's duration. Each creature that starts its turn in the line must succeed on a strength saving throw or be pushed 15 feet away from you in the direction following the line. So, my plan is to try to push either the riders off their wolves or at least push them away by like putting it in like a really finagled line, like kind of like that. Oh, it's not. Hang on, it's not drawn for me. Kind of like that, which I think is close to 60 feet. I think.
Okay, there we go. Yep, I am seeing that. Yes. Okay, so I will say this: if you're gonna do it from here, I will say the first, if you want to hit that other guy, again. This is my fast and loose geometry skills. You will have the first guy will, both him and the mount will get hit. But if you sort of angle upwards, I will say that it will only hit, if you wanted to, you could hit only the guy of the second one. So, right.
Can I try having my mule itself move or like dash to get further to like a better angle, kind of like make a wind wall? Is that a thing?
Yeah, if you want to.
Yeah.
Did you want to? So, are you trying to hit both the rider and?
I essentially want to get the riders to be pushed away from the three of us. Is what we're gunning for.
Okay.
As many of them as I could, realistically. If it's not both, it's not both.
If you can try moving here really quick if you think that's gonna like help.
Let me get rid of my drawing real quick. What is my mule's movement speed? 5e mule.
40, I think.
I'm gonna guess 40.
Yes, 40. So the mule's gonna dash, so 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55. Is that correct distance to get up there? That's 55, and I'm trying to think of where I want to go.
Yeah, okay, so I'm going to say this. Due to the fact that we're sort of representing movement a little bit more abstractly, if you take a dash, because the normal speed of...
you're right.
So I'll say you'll have 40 feet of movement when you use your dash,
45.
because that is sort of changing your relation to the constant speed being moved.
So where was I before?
Let's say...
But you might be able to control Z on my character. I don't seem to be able to.
Right.
Yay!
Right there sounds good.
Yeah, it does sound good. So let me remeasure where I can go with 40 feet.
Mm-hmm.
I think what I'll do is I'm just going to go here, and I'm just going to use this thing to just straight up try to knock this guy off the mount and just get him out of the game.
You going for that one?
Yep, that one.
All right. So I need to
win.
make a save of some sort. Which was it?
A strength saving throw for I guess the wolf and the rider. Or I mean, a strength saving throw for the wolf and the rider.
All right. Roll 20. All right. So the rider does not fare well. As the gust of wind comes in, he seems to lose a lot of his balance and seems to be nearly airborne as this happens. And the wolf itself is also going to...
So the actual effect of the spell is they move 15 feet away from me in a direction following the line.
Yeah.
It's up to you if you think that's any other effect. And then they have to use 2 feet of movement for every 1 foot when they want to move closer to me while I'm concentrating this.
Okay, so so that is going to move them over here. Because both of them move, they do manage to sort of stay on because they move as a unit. Just so you know, there is on one of the mounted combat rules does say If the mount moves and you don't, you have to make like a dexterity saving throw to stay on top of it. But then also there is not anything written about what happens if just the rider gets knocked off, which I think it might just get knocked off.
Yeah, I was thinking that might just mean that you just move then.
Yeah, right. You could just, again, I think because you are allowed to create a line in any direction, you can aim up if you ever want to do that. All right, up next is going to be this guy down here, as he is going to try to run up. And is what happens again if he runs through this wind?
So if they enter it, it's a concentration spell. So it's a gust that's like going. It's like an air tunnel. So I think if they enter it, it might push them the same way. Let me double check.
I'm pretty sure they have to make the save when they enter the area.
Yeah, I believe that is correct. So they are going to try to do that.
Hear stuff in the background of my mic.
Not red. Only like a little for a second.
All right.
And what is your save DC?
14.
14. So both of them miss this as well, which now creates an interesting sort of. Let's see exactly how far are they going to go. All right,
15
so
feet.
They don't hit the other riders, but you have sort of. You have knocked them off course. Oh, I stole your gust of wind.
I can move it, I think.
There we go. Gave it back to you. As yes, he is blown off to the side. It looked like it was gunning for Verna, but with this, it definitely does not have enough movement as it kind of tries to. It's gonna. Oh my god. Yeah, trying to move grouped things is an absolute nightmare. Moral of the story. Yep. See, I don't want to move both of you, did I? No. Oh no. Oh no! Oh, this is horrible. All right, let's go there.
Things fall apart.
Things fall apart, and it's fine.
Yeah, we're
it's
fine.
Great. That's good.
All right.
Yeah.
So up next, Belgian. That is good. All right, Verna, you are up next. You have these two sort of starting to get a little bit closer to you as they are encroaching. On your territory, but also to your right, you see that your companion also has another person trying to kind of wrestle them off of their horse, sitting on the back. What do you want to do?
So there are the two on the left, and then you said there's one
on my horse.
There's so there's the two.
Give me a back massage.
There's one in the tree line, one on the road, and then there's also one. Oh, not on there, on Christian right there. Christian.
Okay, I think I'm going to use my Warhammer.
Hell yeah. A classic.
And try to hit the guy off the back of Remnar's horse.
All right. I am going to say that trying to knock them over while being on
make a shove attack. So that is an ability. I was just looking this up because I was going to plan to do this on my turn as part of like the combat section. It does talk about a shove action. Let me pull up those rules again. I just closed it. Wait, is it? Thank you. This book lookup is brought to you by Audible. Listen to books online in a book.
Reading Rainbow.
Okay, here we go. Using an attack action, you can make a special melee attack to shove a creature, either to knock it prone or to push it away from you. If you are able to make multiple attacks with the action, this attack replaces one of them. The target must be no larger than one size larger and must be within your reach. Instead of making an attack roll, you make a strength athletics check contested by athletics or acrobatics. If you win, you push them 5 feet away or knock them prone.
So would I be able to shove him since I am a halfling and tiny?
Good. And also you have reach with
You're very strong.
Yeah. I
can only use the tail while I'm.
So it's a melee attack, and you're currently raging. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, rage continues for a minute.
Gotcha.
So you have reach with your tail, and it's a melee attack. So I think you could even try to make the shove with your tail.
Yeah, that sounds great.
So that would be an athletics check on your part, and then Evan, a contested. What is happening?
I am watching him have a meltdown in real time. About these groups.
I was trying to sneaky. I was trying to fix something, and then I did, in reality, make it worse. So who's making? Okay, so you have made a shove check. All right. And he is going to be shoved off of this horse.
Nice.
Yep. So as you're getting close, I don't know. Do you just like straight up like school your like push him? Do you like want to hit him with like the butt of your hammer? What do you do?
I'm using my tail for this.
Oh hell yeah! So
Yeah.
What are you just sort of like gently like there you go, or are you trying to like straight up just like knock him off?
We're knocking him off.
All right.
We don't want him here anymore.
Fuck yeah. So there he goes. Let me see if am I on the right? What layer is that one on? This is amazing. Yes, this individual gets pushed off and is like just sort of rolling on the ground as you guys are speeding ahead, and you don't see him anymore as this is going on. Did you want to do anything else with your turn?
No, I think I'm good.
All right, then Christian, it is your turn. You are now free of this.
All right, and there's still 2 riders to my left.
Yes, there's the 2 riders to your left.
All right, Thorn Whip, the closest one.
Ooh, all right. Make that attack roll. Now, I should mention to everybody that this is I had to make a decision on this. And right now, I think because we're doing a shorter adventure, I'm going to let this one go rules as written. But with Thorn Whip...
do what they say they do.
Thorn Whip, if it hits, moves a creature 10 feet, correct?
10 feet towards me.
Yes. So, and then also, let me just see really quick.
So he would just like end up next to my horse and then drop down.
Yeah, actually, I'm going to argue that with this Thorn Whip, you reach over and it goes out. Roll damage for me real quick, because there's a chance that you might hit this guy.
Okay.
Point of damage.
You have 2. You have this is an improved cantrip because we're level 5.
Okay.
Ooh.
Not that I need it.
Yeah, baby. 2 damage. So he manages to sort of like put up his arm with this leather bracer, so it wraps around that, dealing, less damage than it would necessarily if it were, on bare flesh, managing to minimize that. But he doesn't realize what's about to happen as he gets yanked off of his wolf and is pulled towards you and gets kind of caught underneath the horse. And then on top of the horse, you just hear like, "Ooh," and then you don't hear anything. However, the wolf is still there, and he is booking it as well.
I'm gonna use Action Surge and do it again.
Ooh.
You're gonna do it to this guy over here?
That one.
Yeah. All right. Yep. Pull those fuckers.
19.
Off. Yep. Oh, hey, cool. Guess what happens? Roll the damage really quick.
Incredible.
Oh, and that's the cool thing about that is, so the first one got pulled under, and he is just mouth agape to what just happened to his friend, as a second Thorn Whip comes around and just simply gets him around the neck, and you pull him off, and he is just sort of dead before he hits the ground as you pull him with such ferocity.
Well, if we're just trying to go get help.
All right, they are dead, but the wolves persist. However, as this is happening, where is this? Good. Up ahead, emerging
bonus action. I do have a bonus action.
Did you want to do something else?
I do want to use my second wind.
Oh, do a little healing?
Yeah. So it's 1d10 plus my fighter level, which is 3. Cool.
Nice. All right. As this happens, is there anything else you wanted to do?
That's all of it. Oh, and I guess I'll dash ahead.
All right.
I still have my horses thing, so 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40.
Sounds good. Oops.
I like to think that this log in front of us has been moving with us, like some sort of like clip piece of like bad graphics in a video game. Just like
25 mile an hour.
Fun fact: that was actually not supposed to be visible yet, because there's actually that must have gotten. It's
been visible the whole time.
Yeah, well, this one hasn't. There were 2 logs. I had them together, and they were supposed to be in the GM, but I think when I revealed all the trees, I might have hooked it. Anyway, up ahead, emerging out of the darkness of the shaded woods, a fallen log lies in the center of the road. As you are all getting to this, you can actually tell that past these logs, you can see a little bit of the light of dawn starting to peek through some sort of end to this heavy forestry not far ahead. So as you are all approaching these logs, you can tell that they're obviously like an obstacle, a decent obstacle in your way, not something that a horse couldn't jump over. But it might be a little bit difficult. As you guys are all approaching this this obstacle in your way, how do you guys want to tackle it individually?
Remnar's pretty confident on his horse. I think he thinks he could clear it.
All right, awesome.
Mud's got some good legs on him.
As that happens, make an animal handling check.
Oof, not great.
Yeah, so you kind of, I think, as you've had some good luck with animals earlier this day, you sort of give it a good yeehaw as it charges and charges. However, it catches itself on a stone right before you get to this, and you you make the leap. The leap over the log happens fine. However, due to the hitting the stone, the horse also hits one of the logs with its hoof, and you find yourself sort of beginning to free fall. I need you to make a dexterity check to attempt to stay on your horse right now.
Advantage. I make that with advantage because of my character. Do you want me to read the thing, or?
You could. I mean, it's a fun, relevant
this
little
is,
bit.
Born to the saddle, 3rd level. Your mastery as a rider becomes apparent. You have advantage on saving throws made to avoid falling off your mount. Fall off your mount and descend more than 10 feet. You can land on your feet if you're not incapacitated. Also, mounting my mount only costs 5 feet of movement as opposed to half.
Wow.
Cool. So then I will make that check with advantage. 1, 2. Awesome.
Yes.
I still land on my feet though, right?
Do you have 0 dexterity?
Yes.
Cool. The funny thing is that even in the rules, the DC, which I was gonna make harder, is 10. So yeah, as this happens, your horse makes it onto the other side of the log, but Mud makes it, but
I like to think there's this moment where like I just lift above, like when motorcycles go off jumps and the rider just lets go of the handlebars and the bike drifts away.
Like in Hot Rod?
Yes, exactly.
When he gives the thumbs up and he's just like a good 6 feet away from the horse. Yeah, it's just like that. And you are going to take, I think, because again,
Is it less than 10 feet?
Is it less than 10 feet?
Are you telling me that horse jumped higher than 10 feet in the air?
I'm saying you might get launched more than that as you were dashing.
Okay. It's like the whole point of this feature, but
Let me hold on 1 second. I'm gonna pull.
If you descend no more than 10 feet, you can land on your feet if I'm not incapacitated.
Descend. Okay, gotcha.
Descend.
Descent, yeah, that's what I mean. Sorry, the opposite. Yes. So as that happens, I will allow that. The horse, you definitely get separated from the horse, and it's a little bit of like a tumble. You probably do a little bit of a somersault, but you still end up on your feet. As Mud sort of knowingly turns back around and gives you a little to you as he's kind of waiting for you, being like, man.
I'm assuming that's.
Yes, that'll be the end of your turn. I will have the other 2 of you do it at the end of your next turns. You guys are sort of approaching this log. So there is one wolf that is going to make its attack. So Christian, I'm actually going to move you onto the other side of the logs because you have made it. One of the wolves is going to sort of beeline it towards you, Baelgan, and he is going to try to leap up and strike and try to attack you on top of your horse. Let's see what he does. That is a +5. Does 13 hit?
13 does not, because I'm 13 plus 1.
Wonderful, yes. Just narrowly missing this giant maw of this outrageously large wolf snaps in front of your face as it sort of growls at you and is keeping up with you right next to you as it is heading towards this log. But you are good for the time being. It's going to probably make that jump with you. But actually, it is your turn right now. So right now, you are rapidly approaching this log, and the wolf is keeping up with you on your side.
All right. Well, first of all, mage armor has saved my life like 3 times over. Pretty great about that. Feeling pretty good. So... Right next to the one I don't like.
Now there is the point of, and maybe Christian, you want to help me make a ruling on this. I think this is what I meant to ask you earlier, is that the horse can make a disengage as an action, its action, right?
That's what
now, does that mean it can't attack the horse, or that it can't attack you or the horse?
So if you are in pace with each other, right? If you're thinking you're in pace, you're using your movement to keep pace. So if your action's to disengage, the person next to you is keeping pace with you. You never leave there. So I think in the established context of this encounter, you would have to be able to disengage and dash at the same time. So if Sam wants to distance himself from the horse or from the other mount, you're both keeping pace using your movement.
Yeah.
So,
Sam, I should also mention that your gust is still up, correct?
Yep. Yeah, so, because I'm keeping concentration on that. So I think I'm going to not disengage. I'm going to use the horse's or the mule's dash, staying in the zone of control of the wolf to not provoke anything. I'm going to use my bonus action to alter the direction of my gust to have it just be right back at this fine boy for when his turn starts. And then I'm going to use my action, not the horse's action, to Ray of Frost this wolf.
Smart.
Yes.
Smart guy.
I'm a smart man.
Right.
-1 strength, but +3 for intelligence. So smart lad.
All right, so this thing is going to make its strength save, which it does not make. You have blown this wolf further
15
down.
feet away.
Wow.
And then to hit with my spell attack on the other one is this. Oh,
yeah,
20!
that is also going to hit. Man, you guys are rolling well today. All right, yes, this brilliant beam of blue light strikes the wolf.
14 points of frost damage.
Jesus.
And
it's still up.
Again. The main reason.
It slows down then, right? 10 feet, I believe? Yep, so yes, as this happens, you hear the yelp from the wolf as it's sort of like running, and then it's starting to limp a little bit, like it's trying to compensate for one of its arms, feeling a little bit frozen in place. And then at the end of your turn, are you done with your turn?
Yeah, I've used literally everything.
Everything. All right.
And regular, yeah.
Then I am going to say you are face to face now then with the log. You can make an animal handling check unless there's another way you want to do this, but as mentioned, you don't have a lot.
Look, animal handling is what it's. I have literally nothing left. So.
All right.
Oh boy, this is not. Ooh, that's not a good stat for it either. Oh, worse.
Yeah, boy. Yowza. Yeah, I think it's just hilarious the idea of this little short dwarf on a short horse just making the cavalier failing this, and then this just sort of stout little bullet cannonball through
I have a
the
gust
air.
of wind behind me. I'm propelled. It's fine.
Yes,
Exactly.
I have a jet engine behind me.
Absolutely wonderful. All right, and then Verna, it is up to you now.
All right. I think I would like to dash up to the log to try to get my mastiff over.
Okay, yeah. You can just absolutely book it. And I'm going to say...
Now, if she could use her action to help the Mastiff with this jump, would that give it advantage? Using her action as a help action?
I will say... Yes. Yes, I will.
Hi, gentle fur.
Yep, so...
Kaylee, to explain what that is, so one of the actions that you can take on your turn is the help action, which helps an ally with a check or save and gives them advantage on it. I think it's actually only checks, not saves. But so you would be using your action to give someone else advantage on a roll, i.e. your Mastiff.
Cool.
So this would let you roll twice for said animal handling check.
Okay.
Right? Or I don't know how that... Is that appropriate?
All right, so roll that one more time. Much better.
Nice.
Yeah!
Yes. Shortly behind the cannonball of a mule launching over, you just see the most graceful dog show leap from a halfling riding this Mastiff, leaping over this log and landing.
Those are three very different attempts to clear that.
But yeah, with that, you guys seem to have lost and shook some of the dire wolves that were chasing you right then. So we have 10 minutes until 3:30 right now. I have one more encounter here. Are we good? Are we down to clown? Are we good?
Yeah, I think everybody is good at least till 4. So let's see it through, man. This has been real streamlined.
Yes, we have. I have been trying to do this now. Let's see. So, as you begin to get to the end of this forested area, some of the trees and shrubbery start to make way for some more rocky terrain. There you guys are. Can you guys try to move your characters really quick just to make sure that those properties have maintained from page to page? Awesome. Cool. Start to make way for these like rockier terrains, and you start going this upward slope. The Alameda above you has started to break out, and the light of dawn, or even past that into the early morning, has started to shine down. Up ahead, you can see that there is a large clearing that you have begun to step into. On either side, it seems to be almost like a canyon leading up to a large stone wall that has the banners of a Imperial Legion on the fronts of them. However, standing in front of this gate are 3 menacing-looking figures. 2 of them look similar to what you've seen before, these sort of hulking men on top of these large wolves. But in the middle, an even larger man stands. His face is ripped up with scars, and he has long blonde hair and a thick blonde beard. Very sort of tribal, but like decorated looking eye patch covers one of his eyes. And he carries a large axe in one hand. As opposed to the dire wolves that the other ones are standing on, he rides a saber-toothed tiger hulking underneath of him. So, just so you guys know, here we are no longer always in motion. This is going to be a little bit more of a classic
combat.
Yeah, combat here. So here we will probably be playing with a little bit more. I'll be a little bit stingier, I guess, to say, with these rules on exactly how this works. But remember, you essentially, if you use the dash action, you're going to have like 80 feet of movement. Christian, you might have 100. Actually, but yes, right? Because are you on a riding horse?
Yeah, I guess. Oh, I do. Yeah.
All right. You have 120 feet of movement if you dash.
That's my mud.
That's mud. Awesome. So yes, this
that's lightning, dumb as dirt.
So yes, this large man on top of the saber-toothed tiger sort of steps forward between these 2 other sort of lackeys on either side of him. Are you just gonna go straight for him?
Is it my turn?
No. I just thought the 120 feet.
No, I mean I am. That's my plan.
Cool.
Oh, that's me measuring how far away everybody is from me.
Also, real quick, if you want to see IRL representation of Verna clearing the tree, someone found a great picture.
Ooh, is it in the Twitch chat?
No, it's in the.
Oh my god, it's perfect. Thank you.
Oh, I love
we
it.
already have such a wonderful.
Ooh.
LX Scoop is the OG Been here from the start.
Wow,
Shout-outs to
that was really fast to get that right.
Yeah, so this big man kind of steps forward on his saber-toothed tiger. The tiger itself even seems to move with a bit more purpose than you've seen the wolves move as it snarls at you. And the man on the back of the saber-toothed tiger says, "You have done well to come this far, but you will be alerting no one of our presence," as he sort of, brings the axe up onto his shoulder and is ready for combat. I will have us re-roll for initiative. We've sort of switched maps here.
Remnar says, "Sorry, say that again. You're pretty far away."
Way worse initiative this time. Significantly worse.
3d20.
We're rolling suddenly really bad.
Oh no.
Let him come to us. I got a plan. It's fine. I've been saving my clerical ability for this, so my channel divinity is specifically meant to mess with this encounter.
Bless you, son, because I have a smaller plan left.
Fireball!
Yeah, try to group them together if you
Yeah, keep 'em close.
All right, so
With God as my witness, he's broken in half, that one.
Jojo. Nani? Kaylee is so sick of me.
God damn it.
all right, let me see what everyone rolled. Christian, you rolled a 9, yes?
Yes.
All right.
Hey, since can I have another weapon? I have my longsword out now. Is that okay?
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay, cool.
You're kind of, you guys are in like sort of that like preparatory like standoff right now, where you're sort of like looking each other down. You're like pulling your swords and cracking your knuckles, doing all that. You can pull whatever you want out. Let's see. The wormling, that is Verna, is also at 9. What is Verna? What is your dexterity score?
It is 14.
Which is higher than yours, Christian?
My dexterity score is 0.
All right.
Well,
So
10, not 0. I'm not a boneless chicken, Uncle Boneless.
and then what is your dexterity score, Bailgun?
1.
Plus
Plus-
like a plus. Yeah.
No, literally 1. No, yeah.
I am a
13 if you care. 13 if you care for the exact number.
Okay, cool. All right. So
you just collapse.
the man on the back of the saber-toothed tiger, sort of, again, he's sitting there. He sort of is gripping with almost 2 hands his axe, but he actually he and the saber-toothed tiger stand still as this happens. Nothing's going on quite yet. Why? Okay, and then where is? Oh, it's on the other screen. I have 2 monitors, and I need to remember that sometimes. The saber-tooth tiger is going to move. Let's say it's going to. It sort of starts to like circle you guys, almost in a sense, right? He's not necessarily going straight in right away. As he sort of begins to like move, and he has this again, the captain on the back has this big axe in his hand, sort of ready to swing, almost like a baseball bat. But he is beginning to sort of circle on the saber-toothed tiger. Verna, you are up next.
All right. So I have a warhammer. I think it's about time we use it.
Also, point out is her rage is probably fallen as well.
Yes.
So you would have to rage. You do have another rage left.
Okay.
So you could rage again as well. But point, if you do not make an attack or take damage between now and your next turn, you will lose your rage.
Oh.
So
you either have to hit, or you either have to attack or be hit.
Yeah.
Okay.
In order for the rage to be sustained, you're fueled by rage and anger, and people need to hit you to do that.
Or you hit
them.
people, you know.
Yeah.
That's really emo.
Gotcha.
What if I'm emo? You got a problem?
I think we're all emo. Just a little bit. Those emo kids never died.
All right. Yeah, so I think I will attack the guy on the saber-toothed tiger.
There's a decent amount of distance between he and you.
Oh, true.
Currently, he is not yet. This is all to scale here. So that's one of the things I had to think about. At least I didn't think about it too hard, but the idea that like in a mounted combat situation, the concept of how far you can move drastically changes, and thus the area in which you fight might have to change as well.
Gotcha. Okay, so then can I dash towards him?
Yeah, so your Mastiff, I believe, is a 40-foot speed, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yep, so you can start dashing directly towards him if you'd like and end up there. He is...
So that would be her mount's action?
Yes.
So you could also take a dodge action, which is another. So if you want to look at your handouts, too, just to see if other actions you can take.
Do you mind if I move your character for you?
No, not at all.
Okay. Yep. So you still have your action, bonus action, etc. You've used your bonus action to start raging.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Cool. Yeah. So you're pumped. You're good. And it is. Did you want to use an action at all for your turn, or use the dodge action like Christian suggested?
What would that?
So it would give people attacking you disadvantage on those attacks. Or I believe you have a couple hand axes you could try throwing if you really wanted. You could just throw both of your hand axes at them.
It could be in too metagamey. You could also hold an action.
Yes.
What is that?
Well, a hold action. Do you want to take it? I don't want to take the show.
So a hold action is a if-then statement, more or less. So you say, if this character, for instance, it would be, if they come within 5 feet of me, I make an attack. Now, the only issue with holding an attack, even though you have a multi-attack on your turn, a held action is a single attack. So the idea is that, like, you could hold an action for a specific event, or you could take the actions now and then just kind of accept what happens to you.
Like, you could say, I'll hold one attack if anyone gets within melee range of me, for example. You won't have your multi-attack, but you will get one. And right now, you can't really do much. So I always try to view it as like a better than nothing sort of thing.
But you did rage, and he does not have to hit you. That would be like my concern as a player. But
yeah.
Gotcha.
Mm-hmm. So because you're raging, you can either assume he's going to hit you or make the attack now.
I'm going to assume he's going to try. So if he comes within, what would the...
Well, also, your reach is further, so, like... what is the reach on your weapon again?
10
on
feet?
the tail?
Is that close enough?
Let me...
I don't... You may not be able to hit the rider, but it's the square that... Because he's large, so he takes that 2x2 square on the mount, right?
Yes. I will. Yeah, I'll allow it. Yeah, your tail is within reach of this. I'm also now realizing the fact that this Stegosaurus tail has a reach of 10 feet, and you're a halfling, and so this tail is what? Just the shape of it is very.
I'm not gonna think about that anymore. That's horrific. I don't want that in my
brain. I mean, it's quite a sight.
Oh God.
Yeah.
If you want to, you can make an attack right now on him. I'll let you do that.
Okay. Yeah, let's attack the saber-toothed tiger.
Rage!
Alright.
Monster!
I would like to rage.
Classic, man.
Yeah!
Ooh, that'll do it. So what are we going for? Are we going for the tiger, or are we going for the mount, the rider?
The mount or the mounted?
No, wait, those are both. Those are the same thing. The mountie. The mountie. Oh, because they wear,
You get it now? Do you get it?
I always thought it was because they were I knew it wasn't because they were in mountains, but in my head I was like...
I didn't realize until this moment.
Yeah. Are you serious?
Yeah, I never knew that.
The Mounties, eh?
Just Gooster Bud.
Canada's gooses.
All right, yes, a 23 will hit. What were you, or I mean, either one will hit. Which one did you want to aim for?
Let's go for the saber-toothed tiger.
Sounds good. And then just in the future, tell me what you're swinging at before you attack.
Cool.
Words. Yes, that is going to hit. Roll that damage. All right, 13. Yeah, this the tail comes down and like swipes across this thing's face, and it just begins to like growl and make these just wild cat noises in your face as it definitely hurt it quite a bit, but it is still up and running, and it looks like it's an
still has a second attack.
Yeah, do that one.
Right.
Get it.
Kill this tiger first turn. Dude's walking in a mounted combat fight.
Get fucked.
That's not a half bad idea. Let's just dismount them all and then run around them.
Yeah.
All right. Yep, that'll hit.
Kill the tiger. Kill the tiger.
Yep. All right.
Wow.
So it is still up and running. Yes. It waxed across its face again, but it's okay for right now. All right. Up next, Christian. You are rather
Okay.
Remnar.
Let me do some measuring. Let's see here. So we said, all right. You know what? I can even. Is that flanking?
As long as you can get there by going
120 feet. Yeah.
Yeah, you can do that.
Right here.
All right. So both of them had
And I
prepped
had an extra.
actions.
Okay.
Oh.
Sneaky.
I told you.
Oh,
he
that's
was
right. That thing players can do.
That's right. I told you he was gripping that axe like it was a baseball bat for a reason. All right. All right. +6, +5. All right. Let's do this. Gotta find my mouse.
Oh, I have an idea. No. I have a dastardly plan. I want everyone to know.
23 and 23.
So yes.
Assuming those hit. All right.
So how'd you have a +5 and then a +6?
Because they both have prepped actions.
Oh, okay. That's gross. All right.
Yeah, there's.
Rip.
So, you kind of notice, like, as opposed to before, where you're actually, now that you're close, you're noticing this, that there is actually very minimal saddlery. I don't know if there's, like, saddle and equivalent components. On the saber-toothed tiger, he's more or less riding it bareback, and you see, as you run by, the tiger looks like it has a gleam of intelligence in its eyes as it swings at you.
Don't like that.
Don't.
Not a fan of that.
He has smart eyes.
He's got beautiful.
I looked into its eyes and knew it was smart.
I don't like intelligent tigers. Not a fan.
He's gonna start selling a cereal in a second.
I hate you.
+5. Oh no, that's a D20. My bad. Don't worry.
24 points. Damn. Get wrecked.
Hold on. Let's try that one again.
He uses
All
a D20 because I'm the DM, and that's what I say he uses.
All right,
much better.
The tiger comes in and slashes you for 11 damage, while the great axe swings in and hits you for 10 more.
Yikes. All right, that's
Zoinks.
a lot more than I thought I was going to. All right. So do I still have my turn or
You
whatever?
still have your turn.
All right. Well, I guess with advantage, I will, right, because I have flanking.
Mm-hmm.
So I will make my. Sorry, I'm just trying to weigh my options here because I only have one attack. Yeah, I'll swing with my melee attack, and I'm gonna hit the mount as well.
Yes, dirty 20 hits.
So this is the damage for that. Heyo!
Hey.
Let me just and then so this is now I can use my mark here. So this is just for the tiger, I guess, because it's a different. Ah, fudge. All right, whatever. I'll use it next time. Keep forgetting that. So this is the unwavering mark. I mark a creature. While it's within 5 feet of you, the marked creature has disadvantage on attack rolls that doesn't target you. In addition, if a creature marked by this deals damage to anyone other than you, you can make a special melee attack against the marked creature as a bonus action on your next turn. You have advantage on the attack roll.
Sounds good.
Cool.
Word. All right. After it is going to be this bandit is going to start. How far can he even get? He is booking it towards this dwarf.
Ah, shit.
As that has okay, yep. So the one kind of like kicks on the side of his direwolf, and it starts leaping forward, just like going full sprint. And it's getting real close to you right now. I'll tell you that. But it doesn't get to you. Belgian, it's your turn.
Wonderful. Excuse me. I'm going to have my own mule do its own dashing. So that is, I think, literally 80 feet, right? Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, Lord. Sure, let's bring the party over there to the rest of the gang. So right here. And I am going to magic missile the saber-toothed tiger.
Man, you guys are really fucking up this tiger. It's probably a smart idea.
Run around.
It's intelligent. So
Yeah, I don't like the eyes on that tiger. So just first level, so it automatically hit because, of course, I love magic missile. 8 points of damage.
8 points of damage. All right. 6. What is its health? All right. It is still up and running, though, as it has just been bombarded over and over again. It's definitely starting to like let out some of these like real aggressive noises, but you can tell it's starting to fight back against some of these wounds that are starting to really show on on its fur and skin. And then it is going to be this one, and he is going to run up to Verna and is going to try to. How far did I just move him? I should have measured that before. More than enough. So he is going to come by and swing at you with his sword. And let me ask you a question, which is, does 16 hit?
What am I checking?
Your
Your
armor class. I have it written down, actually. 14, yep. Okay, so this is going to hit, dealing you... Dealing you 6 damage. And as you do this, you can tell the wolf almost takes this little, like, evasive maneuver as it is going to take the disengage action and starts moving to about right there, out of sort of the attack range.
Okay, so I'm not able to attack that wolf at all.
I don't... Yeah, so with the attack of opportunity, you're not able to hit him, and he's a little bit out of your tail range.
even with reach. All right, yeah.
Yeah, that's 15. All right, so now we're back at the top of the order. The burly man at the top of the saber-toothed tiger is going to swing his great axe towards you, Christian, or towards Remnar, that guy.
Nice.
All right. 9 misses, correct?
Yeah, it does.
All right, it swings over your head, though he is going to take a second attack as he tries to swing at you with the same axe. Oof! That was almost a 20, but this axe comes in again, just swinging out of the way, and does not seem to do much. But up next is his mount. Now, this mount, unamused with the amount of damage that it has taken in such short window of time, is going to first, without disengaging, so I believe the two of you are allowed to make a attack of opportunity if you would like.
I do not.
Do not hit. Verna, though, if you would like to, because he is leaving your 10-foot range, you can make an attack of opportunity against this one, if you'd like.
Yeah, let's do it.
Let's have another use for your action.
Okay.
And who are you? Are you aiming at the tiger or the guy?
The tiger.
Okay. All right, that's going to hit.
Nice.
Hell yeah.
All right, this tiger seems to be on its last legs. However, so
I'll get it.
Yeah.
it is going to turn towards you and make a running leap. Oh, didn't mean to do that. That's on the wrong level. It is going to make a running, leaping attack at you, Remnar.
All right. Ooh, hey there, Buster.
All right. I also need you to make a strength save.
Okay. God damn it. Rolling not great.
All right. You have been knocked prone.
Now, is this me being dismounted from my horse, or
Now, let me look exactly what this
are
means.
both me and the mount pinned? Or
Okay, so it's if the effect moves your mount against its blah, 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 landing prone. If you're knocked prone while mounted, you must make the same saving throw. So you need to make a dexterity saving throw because he has not attacked the horse. He has leapt over the horse to knock you off. So make a dexterity saving throw for me real quick.
And now do I make this with advantage? Because of the ability of my born to the saddle.
Yes, I'm going to give you advantage on this one.
All right, cool.
Bless you, sir.
I also need to make one more attack here.
Waha, waha.
I will say that you do manage to stay on the you managed to stay on your mount, however.
Stuck to you like mud.
However, you are going to take 13 points of damage as the claws rip across your chest. You manage to hold on as you are kind of knocked with the force of a large cat on top of your mount, but you are still you're still on, but you've taken that damage. All right, up next is Verna. You've just seen your companion take a mighty blow to the chest. What do you do?
All right. So how far am I from 30 feet from the saber-tooth?
So just in case on the left, there is that little toolbar. There is a tool that looks almost like an upside-down Q. It's like a circle with a ruler in it. Yeah.
Yes.
And you can measure distances.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Okay. So I think I will. Yeah, I'm going to try to dash up to the saber-tooth tiger and strike him again.
Sounds good.
No whammies, big money, big money.
Smack that.
Just a gooster there, bud.
Smack
Send
that
it.
tiger. Yeah.
Oh, looky there.
Oh my.
Nice.
All right. With that, what are you attacking with? Are you attacking with the tail again? With that D12?
Yeah.
Yes, the tail comes in. I guess we have to move you in range really quick.
Oh, yeah.
Just so it's like, just within 10 feet. So 10 feet really. I think that's the wrong way. There you go.
Up here?
We'll move you right. Yeah, there you go. Right there. That sounds perfect. So as you go in and just sort of whip that disproportionate tail over and just smacking this tiger right on the face as its like teeth are sort of buried in Raimnar, you just hear it come down and hit this tiger right at the base of the neck, and you see the tiger kind of fold. And you're not like a vet, but you know tigers are not supposed to fold like that, as it's just sort of crushes underneath its own weight as the man on its back sort of pulls himself up, and he kind of looks around as he lets loose a whistle but nothing happens quite yet. Is there anything else you want to do on your turn? You still have another attack.
Kill him. So he was able to whistle as a reaction?
Yeah, just like it was more of a speaking. It wasn't. It didn't do anything.
Okay, so I can also attack the rider.
Yeah, go for it.
Cool.
Make that roll.
Okay.
You killed an endangered species, Kaylee. How's that feel?
Not great.
Yep, that is going to hit.
Okay.
All right, you deal 13 damage to this guy as those spines just scratch across his face. You can't even see necessarily the damage that you've done because his face is just so marred and ripped up at this point. But you felt like it was a pretty good hit. Up next is Raimnar.
I'm going to move around to give myself flanking. That's
right.
possible. And then I am going to use my longsword. I'm also going to take my Great Weapon Master feat here, which is a minus, what is it? It's a -5 penalty to the attack roll, but a +10 damage. So my attack roll, fudge. All right.
Also, is that can you use that with a longsword?
Oh, it's the 2 weapon. God
It is.
dang.
Yeah, it is a weapon. It has to be a heavy weapon.
Yeah, I've botched this. This is embarrassing. I'm just. I made this yesterday.
performance
It's fine.
Thank you. Whatever. I missed, so it's unimportant.
Yeah. Either way. Yeah, you're swinging around, and he managed to duck under as he kind of looks at you, like axe in hand. He's definitely turning some of his attention. He's kind of torn, actually, whether to he's looking at the two of you, kind of like looking back.
The character actually doing damage to him, or the other one just kind of spinning in a circle.
The wait, what?
You're
I'm
pirouetting.
making for my- I'm making for myself.
Yeah.
All right. Up next, did you want to do anything else, Christian?
Bonus action healing word.
Word. Alright.
Also, yeah, no, bonus action healing word.
All right. On his turn. All right. This rider is going to dash to make it to you, Belgian, as his mount is making quite good speed. But as he gets up to you, while he has a sword in his hand, he kind of flips it back and just uses a fist as he tries to knock you off of your mount. With like a good, solid, closed fist into your stomach. So we need to make contested athletics checks.
Oh, you picked the thing I'm the worst at. Absolutely. All right. Ooh, all right. Okay.
I feel like an idiot closed the reference sheet I needed. I mean, they're also not very good at it, so
Oh, they better be worse than that.
20.
Oh!
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, as this guy kind of comes in and puts like all of his force into your stomach, you manage to just with your dwarven constitution hold your ground as it feels like he hit a slab of rock. And he's gonna chill right in front of you. Oh, look at that! Would you look at that? His wolf didn't come with him. There he goes. All right, there he goes. And he's right in front of you, and he puts his sword back into the kind of combat position as he's kind of staring you down right in your face. But it is now your turn.
I'm gonna look that man that missed his punch in his eye sockets, and I'm gonna go, I got you right where I want you. And we're doing the fireball special again. Just directly down. We're gonna sculpt it away from the from us.
From friends, yes.
And nuke everything that is in this, that is in a 40-yard, it's 40 yards wide, or yeah, 40 feet wide. So it should hit. It should hit.
It is a
20-foot radius sphere.
radius. Here, I actually can help you with this.
20-foot radius, which I'm thinking, because the guy didn't move with his. Oh,
There you go.
that's
I find the aura function on Roll20 is super helpful with this kind of stuff.
yeah.
And yeah, you're gonna get all of them, ain't you?
Everybody, all right. So deck saves all around from the boy.
Saves. All right. So there's 1-1.
So sorry if you guys hear the thunderstorm outside right now.
It adds to the ambience, but I don't hear it.
It's just that's the sound of the fireball hitting.
Evan, I love that the macros from my goose chase are still up at the bottom of the screen.
I don't use Mac. Like I find them tedious and weird. All right, so both of the wolves do not make it.
And then what about Big Boy and the 2 riders?
Yeah, let's see, the 2 riders. What is your DC again?
14.
All right,
So-
one of the riders is gonna make it, and then the big guy. Oh, sorry, hold up. We'll use the first one. Either one would fail. Or almost, but it's the first one. Yep. So the only one of the riders makes the save.
So that rider takes half, and everyone else takes full of 24 points of fire damage.
24 points of fire damage.
Not quite as good as I think the 32 from last time, but you know it'll do.
Yeah.
All right, 24. Let's see. Each one of the riders, much like last time, was blown off of their mounts onto the ground. Their mounts, though, these ones are going to, they are still up. They definitely look very badly burnt.
Are the riders dead, or are they just off their mounts?
Oh, they are incinerated. They are.
Awesome.
I think you over doubled their hit points. They were just, now that all of them are gone, they were regular bandits. They had 11 hit points each.
Oh, yeah, okay. Good to know.
And yeah, let's just get him out of there. Oh, no, don't you dare. So this is what happens. Why are you doing this?
Uh-oh.
I guess next time we stream, we'll be going over tokens and how to move them on Roll20.
All right. And then that bandit is dead. However, his wolf does move in his initiative order. And he is going to move right up here. And
Oh, yeah.
this wolf is going to just take a big bite at your ankle. And the thing about wolves is they work great in packs.
Yeah, they do.
All right, let's see.
That'd be exactly what I was worried about.
Yep. All right, man.
Ooh.
Yep. So that one with
We're finally taking damage.
So I also need you to make a strength save as
Ooh.
this happens.
I'm so good at those guys. Oh! Whoa!
Oh, hot damn. Yeah, so you feel this thing, so you are going to take some damage here real quick.
Oh, yeah.
That is going to be 9 damage as it sinks its teeth into your boots, but it tries to like pull you and like yank you down from your mule back, but you are staying strong. Dwarves don't move, baby. They stay right where they want. All right. At the top of the order is Big Boy Bandit Captain. He's on fire and doesn't love that. But again, Christian, your mark, it makes it so that like the two of you are more or less thematically locked in a duel of sorts, right?
He has to, so I think it's let me see here. I think it's just disadvantage. Disadvantage on attack rolls that don't target me. If they do damage, I get to make an additional attack as a bonus action on my turn.
Okay, and that doesn't get like negated if they get hurt by someone else, does it?
No, regardless of the number. Yeah, the only thing, I can only have a number of marks up, so I can have this on more than one. It's not concentration, it's not magical.
It ends early if you're incapacitated.
The special attack I make is only a number of times. Oh, it ends early if I'm incapacitated. Yeah.
Okay. Yep. That's so you're. I was just wondering if the fireball maybe had done anything to it. Disadvantage. I think I would argue that like that kind of a spell is something that they there's like a pull between you and him. So he grabs his axe once more and lifts it above his head before slamming it down right on top of you. Let's see if that puppy hits. Oh, that's the wrong button.
See if you made macros.
Well, I feel like
I'm just bullying you.
Oh, that's a nat 1, so he goes down, and the first one sticks straight into the ground, but he lifts up again and tries to swing sideways, and hits ya for a dirty 20.
Yeah, that hits.
All right. Dealing only 3 damage. You manage to like kind of step back as it sort of grazes off your armor. It kind of gives you like there's definitely going to be a bruise, but no blood drawn or nothing. Verna, you are up.
All right. Am I still raging at this point?
Yes, because you have made attacks up to this point, and it hasn't been 10 rounds in this combat.
Okay, cool. I'm going to strike the... He's no longer on the saber-tooth tiger, but I'm going to strike the rider with my tail.
Go for it.
Okay.
You will also have an advantage on this because you are flanking him with Remnar.
So just hit that button twice.
Oh.
It's fine. We'll take the first 2.
First 2. Yep, that's good. So 22 does hit. Roll your damage.
All right.
All right, yeah, you swing in, batting him in the side for 10 damage, and you get to make another attack again at advantage.
All right, cool.
All right, 23 will land. So make
One
another.
more time for the crit fishing.
Oh yeah, since you have advantage. Since you have advantage, you might as well roll your attack roll a second time. That way you might get a crit. Because it takes whatever's highest, so it might be even higher.
Okay.
No luck, but yeah.
Okay.
All right, yeah, you swing in and hit this guy again. Roll your damage. Oh!
Oh,
Fucking
That's
great.
brutal.
oh my god.
16. All right. I'm glad that this is what you did on your first D&D session, because I get to ask you a really cool question: is how do you want to do this?
How do I want to do this?
Oh yeah, you are defeating.
You got the
him.
killing blow, man.
Yeah, you get the killing blow. How are you doing this? Like,
Oh my god.
what does this look like? This terror of a man in front of you.
All right, so I'm like whipping my butt, whipping it around.
This horrific 10-foot-long tail
Just sort of.
from this 3-foot tall.
My tiny little body. And we're just gonna slice him right across the chest. The scales are digging in him so hard to the chest that it just knocks him out.
Yeah. Oh yeah. You hit him, and he just goes down to one knee at first, and then just one more slap across his face as he just lands face down on top of his saber-tooth companion, and he is defeated.
Amazing.
There are still 2 direwolves though, which is.
I can end this if
I'm thinking I might be able to. I might have a plan.
All right, shoot. Who is up next? Christian.
they're both dead. I'm gonna wander over and go, "Hey fellas, the fight's over," and I'm gonna use my channel divinity.
What is your channel divinity?
Charm animals and plants. As an action, you present your holy symbol. Each beast, plant, or creature, you can see within 30 feet must make a wisdom saving throw, or is charmed for 1 minute, or until they take damage. It is friendly to you and other creatures you designate.
All right, one of them is going to pass. The other one does not. So the one closest to you kind of gives you a snarl, but as you sort of make this sort of diplomatic moment, one of them it looks at you and is about to growl, but then it kind of leans over and sees the captain dead and the saber-toothed tiger also dead right behind you, and it sort of instantly gets a tail between its legs, and it starts backing up and dipping. There he goes.
The other one's not going anywhere?
No, it is
natural
right
20.
in front of you.
All right, I'll use my action surge and say, "All right, fella, you had your chance," and I'll swing at him.
All right. Yeah, that'll hit.
There's the damage.
All right.
Still alive?
Yeah, is it still alive?
Barely. It is still holding on.
That's my turn.
All right. Up next is Baelgan. You're up.
So I'm gonna do the thing I did before. Where we're kind of staying in its zone of control to not provoke an attack, and I'm gonna go, "Hey, your friend there's leaving here. I'll help you get after him." And I'm gonna do my last level 2 spell to gust of wind it toward its friend wolf. Just blow him 15 away. Not killing him unless he really wants to get uppity about it, but I'm just gonna blow him away and go, "Hey there, get after your friend."
All right. Is that a strength save, correct?
Strength saving throw, or be pushed 15 feet away. 14's a save, so get on out of here. Get on out of here.
Yeah,
yes, get out of here.
I think at this point, the wolf kind of like, tumbles.
It gets
this
the point.
way. Yeah, and it sort of like looks around, really just kind of disarmed before it looks at you, and then kind of like begins to back up, and leaves you alone, leaving you in front of the Imperial Fort's gates. Up on top, a man hearing all the commotion goes, "Oi! What's going on down there?"
Oh, there's that town on fire.
The Northmen are attacking the town.
You better get some help over there.
"Oh, okay, let's get the horses and it'll be good." And he starts going down, and you hear this horn get blown from behind the walls, and the gates open up, and just a stampede of Imperial Legion individuals begin to pour out on horseback as they begin to work their way north back to the town. And you have completed your quest of getting the reinforcements and rallying the troops and riding horses.
Let this be a lesson to you. When you get your level 3 spells, you take Fireball.
Always.
You always take Fireball.
I remember one of the funniest things, I wish they talked about schools of magic the way we did music, where somebody's like, "Yeah, I'm into third wave necromancy, it's really cool." And everyone's like, "But Fireball, it's a classic." It's I don't know, it's just kind of like dad magic,
Dad magic, you can sculpt it around stuff, man. That's the one that really makes it.
Well, thank you guys so much for playing with us.
Riding ponies, hanging out. Kaylee, how was your first Dungeons and Dragons experience?
It was great. I mean, the tail really just.
I'm gonna be horrified by that for the rest of my life. Thank you.
Yeah. So well done.
Cool. Well, so the stream, or what we are, the session itself is officially done. We're obviously more than able to sit here and chat a little bit, but don't feel like you need to hang around. To anybody in the chat, thank you for stopping in and listening to this fun adventure.
Oh,
what?
Sorry. We lost you for a second, but I think you're back.
Yeah.
Oh, no, I'm back.
Internet. That's all.
Yeah, I know. I'm gonna get a wired connection or something. I was just saying thank you for tuning in for anybody who is watching, and yeah.
And make sure to check out our website, which is now fully launched. You can check out our website at dragonbreathpodcast.com. We're working on building up our resources, so the NPC or the characters that you saw in today's game will be available for reference. We are creating a growing and living Google Doc that will house all the NPC, or will house all the characters that our guests make in a hall of heroes that you can use in your campaign. So if there's a character you really liked, you can put them in your campaign. Evan and I will also be continuing to post our notes for the sessions that we run. So if you want to just steal our encounters, we encourage you to go to the website, go to the Google Doc, and use those resources. And if you have a suggestion or a question, you can contact us directly through the website. You want to be on the show? Shoot us a message. I don't know. That's a great way to reach out. We are very low-level content creators. If you find this and you think this is cool, reach out. Let's collab. I would love to do more work with other people in the community. So please reach out to us. And thanks again to Kaylee and Sam for joining us.
Of course.
Yeah.
Another idea for a resource. The character I ran today is actually randomly generated. So if you want, you can look at the sheet that it's from, and you can find a random generator, because people stress out about making characters all the time. You can literally generate them and then tweak them if you want in the background. This one was just a random generated character to show you that that's how easy it is.
It's sometimes it's nice to have that sort of responsibility not in your hands.
Exactly. I felt way better actually running it, going, okay, I don't have to think about like min-maxing my second versus third level spells, man. I let the list do the picking.
I entirely botched my character. So, like, okay, the idea was I saw a TikTok of this. The idea was that I changed my mind because I didn't want to deal with DM ruling, but because there's no literal ruling and what you need to operate your horse, if I took the dual wielder feat, I could dual wield lances. And the idea would be to like give myself more attack opportunities to just like dual wield and stab the lances, but I misread like all of them.
Hey Christian, in chat, what's the website again? Chat?
Oh, for chat, yes, I will put it in the website. Yes, it is dragonbreathpodcast.com.
Wonderful.
Yep, and you can check us out there. But yeah, DMing and playing D&D shouldn't be arduous. It shouldn't be an ordeal, and that's hopefully what we're doing with our podcast is we're making it a little less scary, because if idiots like us can figure it out, you can too. So join the discussion, join the community, and Evan, am I cool to
I think
sign us out?
Yep, I think we are good to sign off here.
All right, everybody. Thank you so much for coming in. Tune in. Yeah, and we'll be back not this Saturday, but the following. Keep an eye out on our website for more resources, and please join the discussion, and we will talk to you all soon. All right, love you, and have a good rest of your week. Bye.